Never want to hear another Red Hatter say that they support veterans.
I don't want to hear another thank you for your service.
I
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You took my mental health care. The one thing that keeps me from losing my goddamn mind. You took my goddamn peace of mind.
They fired his doctor, so they didn't tell us. Just waited until it was his appointment time, and then she never showed up. And then he called to find out where she was. He said she got fired. And this was his medication re-up point.
You want to talk about a media blackout? How about the fact that not one national news station has covered the Veterans March that happened in Washington, D.C. and around the country? Thousands of veterans gathering to protest this administration, and it wasn't covered.
Well, several Tennessee military veterans made their way to the state capitol to join a nationwide protest against federal cuts to Social Security and veterans' health care services.
I'm going to call out to all veterans out there. Get involved.
Vietnam veteran Joseph Higgins joined more than 50 other veterans to speak out against changes to veteran resources. As part of President Trump's efforts to change the federal workforce, there's a proposal to lay off 80,000 Department of Veterans Affairs workers.
We're here to spread awareness for the illegal firing and mistreatment of our veterans. They're trying to fire 83,000 people in the VA that support and take care of our veterans. And 1/3 of the federal workforce is made up of veterans.
Army veteran Justin Julian says these types of cuts only make veterans more unified and protecting their rights. He tells me about the difficulty of receiving veteran benefits.
It took decades and many, many years for the VA to get to where it is now. And now they're trying to cut everything in the VA or cut a significant portion of the benefits for the VA. I remember when I used to have to wait 6 months to get a doctor appointment, and that just started to change just within the last couple of years, and now we're going back to that again.
This is what a veteran looks like.
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 Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about what's happening with veterans. You know, they are cutting their benefits, and they have been doing a lot of protests, but I haven't seen any of these protests on TV because I guess they don't want to show it to the public. You know, they want to keep it like as a secret, but they are trying to fire around 80,000 people. You know, they are veterans and they are helping veterans, so that is insane. That's crazy. You know, veterans, they go to, you know, fight for this country, and then they come back and they don't get any support from the government.
Are veterans from around the country marching in DC, and what are they trying to accomplish?
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. So the government now, in saying the government, I'm going to say Donald Trump and his administration that's coming in, along with his civilians of Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they're looking at where they can cut the budget. In one place that it goes to talk to another post, it was Social Security. Well, let's talk about the veterans benefits, especially veterans disability benefits. They basically want to say that some of these veterans who have benefits didn't deserve them. Well, I can tell you what, personally in my family, my son is a disabled veteran. He was in an IED explosion in Afghanistan. It took away years of his life. And yes, he did get a veteran's disability. But now they want to call those benefits absurdly generous. So how much money do you put on the price of someone's arm, leg, their mind, whatever it is?
I don't think there is no price. You know, people, you know, they go to war and then they come back, and some of them, they have, you know, mental issues, and like he was saying, you know, you could lose an arm and a leg, and there's no price for that, no price at all.
Well, these folks think they're just going to come in and they're going to cut those things out. Did you know how many veterans can't even function if they didn't have the finances to do it so? If someone lost their leg, just to get out of bed, they need assistance. Those type things. So now we've got them looking at where to cut, and one of the first places you look at are the people who served our country. Well, folks, That's what's going to happen.
That's wrong.
And for those folks who supported Donald Trump, you voted for veterans' disability benefits to be taken away from them. And when you look at what they're wanting to take away from, it doesn't even come close to the budget that they need to balance. So we're going to go ahead, once again, going to hit the Social Security, and then they're going to hit the next group of people who's going to be our veterans. Anyone who has served in the military, they've been injured in the service of their country, they have to be compensated.
I agree 100%. Let me know on the comments below, what do you think about this? Once you go, serve the country and you come back, you're supposed to get a lot of help from the government, but now the government is turning, their back to them. They're trying to cut all the benefits. That's really insane.
This administration coming up, they don't want to do that. Remember, Donald Trump is the one who said that veterans, basically, especially ones, suckers and losers, and what it was in for them. Well, now we're fixing to find out. So all the folks need to understand, when these veterans don't have a place to live, they don't have money for food and all that, it's because of who you voted for. So folks, we've got to make a lot of noise. They can't take away, they'll call it entitlements. It's things that we paid in for our entire lives in Social Security, and now they want to take helpless people who are on veterans' disability benefits and take their livelihoods away from them.
21 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago now, the Associated Press published an internal memo that Trump and his administration are firing 80,000 Veterans Affairs workers. The already short-staffed, beyond short-staffed VA is going to crumble, and veterans who fought for our country are no longer going to receive care in any sort of timely manner, if at all. This is disgusting.
Nearly 6,000 veterans have already lost their jobs and been terminated from federal service at an unprecedented rate, and will all enter the civilian workforce with less protections. While my time is limited, I just wanted to say this. This isn't subjective. This is evidence. This is evidence. In less than 2 months, this administration has proved itself to be the most anti-veteran administration ever. What's going on is just not right on so many fronts.
Yeah, you called it the most anti-veterans administration in history.
It is. I mean, there's almost 6,000 veterans that are terminated. It was just reported today that 80,000 VA employees are going to be terminated. They have the most amount of veterans. It shows you that the billionaires are the ones who matter, and they're going to step on anybody to get them what they want. So it's unfortunate, but a lot of people are going to suffer.
Kind of funny how the lack of media coverage we got when it came to the Veterans March that happened March 14th nationwide, not just at DC, but all the capitals, the Veterans March. And the news was eerie silent, except for maybe PBS World News, I think is the only thing that covered it. So to the MAGA supporters, I bet not ever hear again you care about the veterans, because it's clear they don't stand for what's going on, and the administration do not care about the veterans. So that whole notion of we're doing this for the, we can stop it right there, because the amount of people that showed up for that Veterans March on March 14th was a resounding success. Okay, but the media didn't cover it. I wonder why that is.
I think, my opinion, the media, they didn't want, everybody to know what was going on, and they didn't want to cover it. So a lot of these veterans, they voted for Trump. That's the sad part. They voted for Trump, thinking that was going to be, the best decision, that they made it. And probably, I think he lied to the veterans, and now they are taking away, a lot of their benefits. So just imagine you win to fight for this country, then you come back and they take everything away from you. Like I said, I've seen a lot of veterans that they are homeless. That's very sad. How come somebody that went to risk their life for this country is going to come back and is going to be homeless? That's very sad. And you know, firing 80,000 people, 80,000 workers, that's going to be a lot unemployment people. So let me know in the comments below what do you think about this whole situation. For you MAGA supporters, it's sad. See you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.